Now I would like to talk about your past career and your upbringing. You know, you were born and raised in Youngstown, Ohio. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And how was it growing up in Youngstown?
It wasn't bad. I grew up in a tough neighborhood, but, you know, like I said in another interview, it wasn't like I was born in a ghetto, you know, where there were shootings every day, but it's still Youngstown. And if you pull up Youngstown, like, I think we're in the top 10 most dangerous cities. It's just a hard-working area. It's an area where you got to learn how to defend yourself when you go to school. It's an area if you want to play in your backyard or at the local park, you got to know how to defend yourself, and that's pretty much it. But growing up here, it makes you a fighter, or a strong person. But at the same time, you got a lot of people here in Youngstown or in the Mahoning County, the county I live in, that you can't trust. You know, they turn their back on you in a heartbeat. You got true fans and you got bad fans. Yeah.
And did you follow the careers of Youngstown's natives, Harry Arroyo and Ray Boom Boom Mancini?
I did. I have my disagreements with Ray, and I'm going to say it right now, and I don't care. Ray is praised in Youngstown, which he abandoned and moved to Florida. And then after Florida, he moved to Los Angeles. Ray, I don't even know what I don't want to say about the one fight that he had because of the tragedy, but what has the guy done? Like, honestly, you guys are Boston Raiders, and you can put this on. Ray fought Greg Haugen. Okay, Greg Haugen knocked him out. He fought Hector Camacho. Hector beat him. He fought Aguayo. Aguayo carried him for 14 rounds and stopped him. Livingstone Bramble twice. And in my opinion, that's the biggest win on Livingstone Bramble's resume. So who did Ray beat to win a world title? Harry Arroyo, on the other hand, I think, in my opinion, was definitely a better fighter, by far. But then we also had Greg Richardson, who was a great fighter, and we had Jeff Lampkin. But if you go on Mancini, everybody wants to talk about Ray, you know, oh, Ray is this because of his daddy, and because of one fight in his career where a tragedy happened. That's the only reason why Ray got a name. I mean, if it wasn't for that, Ray wouldn't be nobody. And if you guys could help me on this, who did Ray beat?
Yeah, you have a point there.
Can you guys answer that real quick? He was the only fighter from Youngstown to have 2 world title belts and the Ring magazine belt.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's no arguing you.
Well, so with Ray, that's why I don't like mentioning his name. And every time, and here's the whole entire beef with me and Ray. I won the world title like on all the years when I went to the Olympic trials. I think besides Lampkin, probably one of the only fighters to go to the Olympic trials. I won 3 national titles. I turned pro. I was undefeated. And after I won the world title, I invited all the former world champions. Not one of them, when I was coming up, ever invited me to one thing. You know, they had banquets and everything else, and not one time did I get invited. And I invited all these people to my homecoming parade for a world title. All the former world champs. The only one that don't show up is Ray. Everybody else shows up. And then, on top of that, you're going to go, he runs me down every time, how can I put it? Anytime that he gets in my local media, he tries to run me down. And that's the reason why I'm a little pissed. And that's the reason why I say the things I say about Ray, because what I say is true. So, I mean, Ray Mancini, to me, growing up in Youngstown, is really nothing. I look up to Harry Arroyo more than anybody. I think Harry was a great fighter.
Yeah.
I think Greg Richardson, I think Jeff Lampkin. Jeff Lampkin he fought at a weight class that, I mean, he became a world champion, but he fought at a weight class that, at the time, he really didn't fight anybody, if you think about it.
Yo, DJ! Your DJ has has only just begun.